Is it recording? Hey everyone, it's Robert McLaughlin back with Zero Budget Let's Plays, and this time we'll be playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4 on PS2. So I remember I originally played this game when I got my brother's copy of it out of the garage one day, and I was hooked on this game, man. Hey, if you want to open up some new places to skate, try talking to some of the guys with the arrows over their heads. Okay, so yeah, I did a Let's Play of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. Thought it was pretty good. This is the fourth game. It's pretty good. So, just skating along over here. I remember one day, I was playing this game, and they had that show on Cartoon Network back when they were doing live action. It was called like something. It was like a Survivor knockoff. But I just remember that the main counselor guy, I was joking around with my dad one night, and I just did this entire bit where he became obsessed with testicles. He was like, "Okay, do you understand me? Do you understand that you are not my friend? I am your counselor, but I am not your friend. I will deep fry your balls. I will take your balls and I will serve them with some fettuccine alfredo. I will roast those balls, boy." And I was like, yep, that is a character. That is a ball-obsessed character. What a card. What a playing cards, man. And so, in this game, you know, you got Tony Hawk. You can create your own skater and stuff. What else? So, MTV, am I right? You know? MTV probably would have had a show called Game Place. They probably would have been like, "This is the world of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. And I would have been like, I like this VHS capture footage. Man, I wish I was born in 1947 when this was recorded. And they would have been like, "Yes, you do, and you wish you got it on PlayStation 2. And I would have been like, damn, Hoover Dam, right, boy? Damnation. There, I have class. Shoot. Woo. I have both this version of the game and the version of the game on Nintendo Game Boy Advance. That version controls really weird, although I'm not sure if it's the control or the fact I'm playing it on an SP model, where all the buttons are in this, like, square position. Oh wait, let's see if I can get all the... Nope. You can pull a lot of huge combos in this game, as you can with most sports games. You know, combos, like that snack at the gas station, those kind of combos. Through the frat window, okay, so I got that combo. I've been playing piano really recently. I played the Nickelodeon theme, the Cartoon Network theme, the theme to my life, that theme. What else? I like David Bowie. I like China Girl. I like Ground Control to Major Tom. I like David Bowie. I like Electric Light Orchestra, as I've said. I like Ice Cream. It's not an album or anything. I just like ice cream. I like mint chocolate chip ice cream. I like sherbet. Lemon sherbet, real good. I like that color of blue on the arrow. Officer Tom is running for Chief of Security. You've got to be kidding. We're all right up the walls, then Wally up and grind. The banner's down. Press X to continue. Okay. Dang it. Oh, whoopity. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can master this. Nah, I can't. Nope. You know what I can master? Button mashing. I'm gonna go over to the high score man, and I'm gonna be like, I got a high score plan. Hey, what's up, man? I got lucky with my score. Let's see what you can do. Get a high score with 40,000 points. Bet I can do that in one combo. In one combo. In one combo. That makes me think of a song. It's called In One Combo by Robert Liam McLachlan. In one combo, I'm getting out the bongos. When I get on my combo, I will spread my rap flows, 'cause I got it a one combo. One combo is all I need to really just make me happy. I got 40,000 points. I need to get 40,000 joints. 'Cause I need to get high. Do you want to save now? No. Oh. Simpsons Hit and Run. That's a game. I don't still have my disc, I don't think. What else? Camp Lazlo. Okay, you know what? I am disappointed at the lack of Camp Lazlo memes. I searched it up and there was like one. Okay, we need more Camp Lazlo memes than that, guys. Come on. That's just an embarrassment. There's a Camp Lazlo game on Game Boy Advance that I might do a Let's Play of one day. It's called Leaky Lake Games. It's like the what do you guys call that book series? The Hungry Games, the Hungarish people fighting. I like that book series. Hungry for more. Hungry for more Tony Hawk. Hungry for more zero budget Let's Plays. Hungry. Hunger is an emotion that defines us physically. Pain is what humanizes us. However, Tony Hawk is not human. He simply chooses to display pain rather than actually feeling it. Because he can't feel it. He is a god. He isn't an immortal. I mean, he's like 40 years old. That's like immortal, okay? I mean, I'm 16. That's like 16 times math. That's like 16 times 16 times 16 times 16 decibels is what that is. I missed my FS Fifth plus 180 viral turnaround. Dang it! Don't you just hate it when that happens? When you're doing a BS 50-50 and then an impossible and then an FS 50-50 and then an impossible and then a nose manual and then a double impossible and a dang it. Don't you just hate it when that happens? Because I know that feeling. You just saw me go through that feeling, you know? I don't have to pretend to relate. I do relate, okay? This is zero budget Let's Plays. This is the Pepperidge Farm of Let's Plays. We remember and we embrace, okay? We embrace whatever we make. Some days we might make cookies. Some days it might be soda. Some days it might be cheese crackers with 100% real cheese, you know? That's just what we're going to be selling, and it's going to be honest all the way through, you know? This shouldn't be zero budget Let's Plays. This should be honest budget Let's Plays, okay? Like, this game cost about, like, $5 at, like, a thrift shop. This PS2 cost, like, $42, also at the same thrift shop. My phone cost about, I don't know how much, because I don't know about anything about data plans. And the thing I have it hooked up to, which is an old telescope, that probably cost like $1 million. So it's you know, it's premium Let's Plays, but it's honest Let's Plays. You know, we've reset to zero, as in zero budget Let's Plays, as in honest budget Let's Plays, okay? I got on a skateboard once, and it was pretty fun. I was going around with my friend Jake, and we were at the skate park, and it was all fun. And he was really great at skating, and all the other kids were posers, okay? Not a single one of those kids owned a PSP. They are faking it, okay? Alright. So, do you think it's possible to ever achieve such a high level of spirituality that you meet Tony Hawk? Because I don't. You know, I like to consider that I'm very well grounded in reality, and I just don't think that level of spirituality is how you meet Tony Hawk. I think, you know, you have to skate for 17 million years and he'll meet you right there on the spot. He'll be like, hey, what's up, man? Give me some pizza rolls. You'd be like, Tony, those are my pizza rolls. And he'll be like, nope. And you'll be like, man, Tony, why you gotta be eating my pizza rolls? And he's gonna be like, nope. You know what I really like? That little noise from the PS2 that goes like, burp, burp, burp. It's like the disk drive is turning around and it just goes like, burp, 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 burp. Listen, okay, it's important to practice good hygiene, at least if you want to run with my team. I'm about to get into some shit that I've seen. This fool's breath will been so bad it'll melt your ice cream, okay? That's what I really mean. At least that's what I say I mean, most of the time. Man, a Wally in an FS 5050, that is so 5 minutes ago, you know? On the fence, or on the bench, Tony Hawk is different, okay? Different from the norm. Deviating from the norm. You're going to be a true original, a true hombre if you endorse Tony Hawk in your life. Method. You see, that's the method. Hey man, there's no way you're faster than me. Okay then, let's see if you can best my best time at the ultimate inline route. Use the left and right to turn left and right. Use X to do a hop. Press X to continue. I remember the actual guy sounded a lot like Phil from Rugrats. Wonder if it's the same voice actor. Probably is. This game was recorded in Texas. Retry last goal. So, we all remember the good days, okay? You know, 2005, you flip on Camp Laszlo, and you're like, man, can it get any better than this? And then suddenly, your older brother comes in with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4, and you're like, yes, it can get better than this. It can get much, much better than this. Granted, this is the only thing that could be better than Camp Laszlo in 2005, but, you know. Klasky? No. No. I have my dog in here. Say hi, Klasky. She said hi. I got $100. Oh man, I could buy like an original model DS, like in box for that money. I could buy like a brand new video game. Like one. I could buy like one collector's edition video game. Wouldn't that be neat? Wouldn't that be a real gaff? Wouldn't that be a real goof? Wouldn't that be fun? I got 50. I got another 50. Wow, I have $750? Man, with $750, I could buy $750 for myself. Officer Thomas running the chief of security? You gotta be kidding. We'll ride up to the walls, then rolling up and down the grind. The banner's down. Press X to continue. Grind. No. 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 Grind. 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 I'm grinding. I'm grinding grind. I am grinding the grind. I am grinding the most superior grind you ever grinded. Hey! Grind, grind. Yeah, man. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Yeah, I want to save. This is my career. This is my entire career before you right now. Save successful. Alright! Okay. Oh, you know what I hate? This guy. Let's see if you can even spell. Try to collect the skate letters. Okay, first of all, I'm like Tony Hawkman, okay? I can spell, alright? You don't need to talk down to me. I get that you're all high-class education, all formal buildings and whatnot, but you still need to respect the Hawk, man, okay? There's a level of disrespect you just do not give, alright? You do not disrespect Tony Hawk. You do not refer to him as somebody who probably does not know how to spell. You just don't do that, okay? And I have not let this go for an entire decade. Wait, 2000. I haven't let this go for like 9 years, okay? Just to show you my dedication to the Hawk Meister, alright? And if you think it's alright, I'm just gonna collect all these skate letters. I'm gonna go up to you, and I'm gonna be like, man, I collected all these skate letters. Man, I can spell, okay? Alright? You got it? You got it? You got it, college professor, Mr. Traditional Education. Mr. Traditional Condescension is more like it. Masters in engineering. Well, ain't that diddly darn great. I'd rather be a master in getting those sweet grinds. Just like Mama used to make. Just like Mama Tony Hawk. I had this weird idea last night about, like, you know, they have a new Mario game, but they advertise it in a really weird way. They're like, this new Mario game, just like Mama Miyamoto used to make. And I'd be like, oh gosh. Now I just have this picture of Shigeru Miyamoto in like a traditional like housewife dress, just next to the frying pan, just cooking up like an Apple computer just on a frying pan. And that's how video games are made. Just like, yeah, yeah, fresh Mario games, just like Mama Miyamoto used to make. Delicious. Flip. Ah, darn it. Ah, darn. Ain't that a golly golly goof? This golly golly goofy is what this game is. Tony Hawk, you pulled a golly golly goom when you golly golly released this game. Golly gaddy. Whoop. Gosh darn it. Flippity flip, flippity flap. There you go. Oh no. Oh wow. Bjorn? We got Bjorn in this game? Hey skater person, you wish to play tennis with me in tennis, no? Use the left and right to move left and right, use X to serve swing, and use the left and right, bowl. Forget this. So... Oh, here's a funny story. So, when I was little, I had this cussing club with my other friends in like 3rd grade. And when you're in 3rd grade, like cussing is still like the most taboo thing literally ever. But it's just so like tempting to be bad. So me and my other friends, we decided to form this group where we would just say the worst cuss words we can think of in this little like this little corner of the playground. But then one day, one of the kids in the group decided to rat us out, and we got chewed out for it. Needless to say, that kid was no longer in the group. It lasted for like another week. But what I do remember doing was, I really like Ed, Edd n Eddy, so when I was also in 3rd grade, I remember I tried scamming the other kids like Ed, Edd n Eddy did in the show. And so I remember I tried to open up a restaurant, you know, at the playground, but I didn't bring any food, so I just decided I would rip out all the honeysuckles and just charge people for them, but I would make it into like a nice restaurant. So all I did was I took this piece of paper, just said that it was a honeysuckle restaurant, put it up against a fence, and then just had a whole bunch of honeysuckles on the ground, and I was going to charge people $0.25 for them. Really good business strategy. Eventually, I just decided I would learn how to do origami and try and get people to buy those off of me, which worked to modest success. I got like 25 cents, I think. But I remember this one time, this kid I was working with, Andy, he came up with this idea where by sticking two sticks together, it could make either a cross or a sword. So we decided to sell this product to other kids in the playground and call them Lord Swords. And it worked for a while. It was pretty cool, and I got so far into it, but then eventually Andy decided to like split off and create his own Lord Swords. But me, this kid who I think his name was Austin, and this girl named, I forgot her name, decided we would start our own group, and I was able to make, I think, $10, and that was legit. Although I think that $10 was just given to me by a girl who liked me. If you're watching this, girl, whose name I don't remember, thank you. I probably used that $10 on Legos. I wanted to buy that one set where it was the airplane. You know the one, the white airplane with the seats, and I think they were yellow seats in the airplane, the Lego airplane. I did not buy that one. I probably bought a micro build and a yellow plane, not to be confused with a white plane with yellow seats. I believe that's what I used the $10 on. Okay. It might not have been $10, probably just $1. But I probably did use that on something. Like my finances, you know. Get myself out of that Lord Swords debt that Andy put me into. Andy, if you're watching this, I'm out for you, man. Okay? Lord Swords, that was a joint venture. And you poked me out of there like you poked your head out of your mother when you were born. How could you do this to me, Andy? Well, you know what, Andy? I'm achieving an even greater form of success, okay? I got my own show, Andy. What do you have, Andy? You just have Lord Swords, okay? It's just two sticks put together by some, like, rubber bands. It's not special. It's not gonna last. But this, zero budget Let's Plays, this is eternal. This is real human, real raw emotion that you see. And sometimes, you get to hear a dog bark. And that dog is a little puppy. That dog is a baby, okay? People like babies. People like baby dogs. People like baby dogs who are named after obscure animators. Ain't that right, Klasky? She didn't respond. Anyways, Andy, I'm coming for you, man. You may think you're safe, but I'm coming for you, man. I'm gonna find you, Andy. Yo, ready to shoot some photos? Let's start out with some spine transfers over the wall. Do a spine transfer over the wall! Now kickflip while spine transferring over the wall. That was a melon. Dang it. That was a double kickflip. A double kickflip. Okay. That was a regular kickflip. Okay, indie movies. Okay. Complete. Nice. You set a new record and got $250. Oh wow, I could buy an original PS4 for that money. Oh wowie wow 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 wowie wow. I'm gonna take a drink. Good drink. Good burp. Save successful. Good. Good. Ladies and gentlemen, we have had a successful save. I know you're all proud and you can all go home to your families now. I, however, will have to lay off about 50% of the company, you know? You'll technically be home with your families, but, you know, probably gonna starve. But hey, just means, you know, it just means that your time with them is more precious. It's more valuable. You see, you gotta think of the business side of your brain sometimes. you know? I mean, yeah, they may starve, okay? But just consider, you know, the times that they're not starving, you know, pretty good, okay? Just consider that, you know? It'll decrease the surplus population. Alright? Gotta stick out for other people, and you gotta consider, you know, which people are valuable or not. Now I'm super valuable, okay? You know, zero budget Let's Plays, that's worth like $10, you know? That's like $10 that I could spend on a DVD on some animated series that nobody's ever watched, okay? That's super valuable. I could spend like an hour watching that DVD, you know? And just think, that hour that I could be spending watching that DVD, that could be an hour that you spend with your family before they starve to death, you know? Just look on the bright side, you know? Or you could alternatively get another job, but let's be fair here. What other job could you want but this? Klasky. Klasky, are you backing out of the deal? Klasky, do you not want to be in this video? Klasky, do you want to go outside of my room? Okay, but you're breaking the contract agreement, Klasky. Hope you like starving, Klasky. Dang mongrelly mutt. Doesn't know a good Let's Play when she sees one. Darn it. Maltese mofo. Gosh. Well, likewise. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4, it's a pretty cool game. I think it holds up well to this day. I kind of like, this era of polygon graphics where it's like trying to look realistic, and at a glance it kind of does, but when you look at things up close, you see a lot of like pixelation around the faces and stuff like that. I've seen a lot of nostalgia for the 32-bit era of polygonal graphics, but not so much for the 128-bit era. I'm not even sure if you would classify this as 128-bit. I think people were just going on like, hey, 32-bit, 64-bit, 128-bit. Makes sense. I think the only console that's ever been actually considered a 128-bit console was the Sega Dreamcast. Hi, I'm Ray Romano, and I officially endorse the Sega Dreamcast. Get Ray Theft Auto for the Sega Dreamcast. You get to, like, date Deborah and talk to Robert. And talk to Robert, you know? Ain't it great?
Hi, this is Robert. This is Robert. Talking about Grand Ray Auto Red. You gotta play this game. You get to talk to Rob, and you get to date Deborah, and you get to be me. You get to be Rob. I'm not DLC. I'm a part of the game. It's me, Rob. Back to you, Rob.
Thanks, Rob. So, yeah, I remember I played Grand Ray Auto on the Sega Dreamcast, and really, I was in tears by the end, you know? Deborah's death, honestly, to this day, it still gets me. Just so raw emotion. It's so postmodern, okay? I feel something when I play that game. It's just this childlike wonder of putting a disc into a console and then hearing track, track, track. You know what I'm saying? It's like winding up a teddy bear, and then that teddy bear is like, hey man, what's up, man? Boy. That's what it's like. That's what it's like. Alright? And listen, I know there are some Tony Hawk fans in the comments who are going to crucify me for not pulling an FS50 over a 45 MiG-74 flip. Alright? I feel this is a real split in the Tony Hawk community. Alright? I think we get it. It was there. It was a thing. Okay. So, I recently just picked up Jimmy Neutron again, and might I just say, fantastic series. Like, there's so many layers to the characters. It's not like those other shows where, you know, you just have a character and they just have their thing and that's it. No, but when I picked up Jimmy Neutron, because I mean, I watched like the first few episodes of it, you know, I didn't really think of anything, you know, didn't think it was that special. But when I picked it up back again, man, like, there's so much character development in Jimmy Neutron. Like, Jimmy is such a complex and three-dimensional character that they even made him three-dimensional. Like, that is the kind of effort that you have to put into a quality production. Although, from what I've heard, it was because of the fact that it was so three-dimensional and so well thought out that is the reason why it was canceled. So, you know, rip in peace, Jimmy Neutron, boy genius. But you will always be remembered. Okay? And I mean, Carl Wheezer, oh my gosh. Like, those Jimmy Neutron message boards have been blowing up. Man, Carl, I can't put it into words. There's just so much inspiration with Carl. I just want to make so many A and Bs of Carl. Carl Wheezer. I don't know. I just... Whenever I see Carl, I'm happy. Whenever I see Sheen, you know, I'm happy. Because it makes me think about Charlie Sheen. And do you know how much coke Charlie Sheen did? It was enough to kill 2.5 men. And that makes me super happy. Because that's a good pun. You know? It's one of the bright sides of life. It would kill 2.5 men. That was the show. That was the show that he did back in the day. Charlie Sheen? Charlie Brown? Charlie Sheen and Charlie Brown. You know what? My brother used to work at Worlds of Fun. My brother Ian used to be at Camp Snoopy and wear the Charlie Brown suit all the time. We get super sweaty in it, I remember. Because you'd have kids going up and hugging you, and then, like, the fabric is, like, super sweaty, and you just have this sweat and grease just press up against you with this fabric, and it's like, ugh. Ugh. That's gross. That's really gross. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was the best move in Tony Hawk history. You just saw that right here, right now on Zero Budget Let's Plays. Please watch more Zero Budget Let's Plays. Please, you know, I'd say subscribe, but I want more than that from my audience. I want you to take time out of your day to really just soak up Zero Budget Let's Plays, you know? In this time of constant, instant gratification, it's kind of hard to really hold on to one thing for too long. But when you see an episode of Zero Budget Let's Plays in your subscription box, or whatever it is in 2074 that we've upgraded to, just, you know, make time for it, you know? You gotta make time for the things that you love. And I feel, you know, just mark like an hour out of your day, really fit Zero Budget Let's Plays into your lifestyle. You know, and it is a lifestyle, Zero Budget Let's Plays. And some people say, Zero Budget Let's Plays, it's not just a show on the internet made by this one kid who got really bored one day and he decided to do these little cheap Let's Plays, but it is so much more than you could possibly imagine, you know? The fact that he decided to have some courage to not have a budget, okay? Most people would go forward. Zero Budget Let's Plays goes back. It goes back to the past. Samurai Jack. We go one step beyond here. Now it's true. The rumors you've heard are true. We did fire 50% of our staff. But I've been messaging them on Facebook, and they're telling me they love their starving children. You know? Getting fired was probably the best thing that ever happened to them. Which, I mean, that's really sad because, you know, Zero Budget Let's Plays, it's the best thing. You know, no arguments. We're not going to be children here. You know, we're going to be smart children here. We're going to be smart children who eat their vegetables and watch Zero Budget Let's Plays on a daily basis, because it should be daily. Let's be fair here. But you have to enjoy Zero Budget Let's Plays in moderation. You know, as is with everything in life, it's good to have your fill, but there is such a thing as law of diminishing returns. After so long, you're gonna get bored of something. So I recommend that if you don't watch Zero Budget Let's Plays, just go out and buy Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. okay? Or just go out and say hi to Tony Hawk. Hey, I bet he doesn't have anything else to do. Just go out, like, maybe he's watering some flowers. Just say hi to him. Just be like, hey, Tony, man, what's up? Probably enjoy the company, you know? I don't know. I'll tell you what I enjoy. Okay, when I need to take a break from zero budget Let's Plays, which happens, you know, I go out and I get myself some pizza rolls and I sleep. I sleep a lot. I sleep for, I'd say, about a good hour, and then I'm fully rejuvenated. I feel that I can truly appreciate zero budget Let's Plays now and see the beauty that I couldn't have yesterday. So, I want to see that SpongeBob musical really bad. It looks really good. Like, I was surprised because it looked like they actually got legitimate talent on it. I really like the guy who plays Squidward. I thought that was really good casting on him. The guy who played Patrick, good lord. He sounds like the voice actor. Like, it's impressive how well he got that down. What else? Do you know the thing called the Famicom? It is a Japanese electronic released in Japan in 1983, and it plays games on these read-only memory cartridges, otherwise known as ROMs, and you just plug them in there, and you play like Balloon Fight or something, and Balloon Fight, okay, first off, being propelled by balloons, what is this? Is this Disney Pixar's Up? No. Okay, I remember I was in balloons once, and people were chasing me. They were shooting at me. I don't know what I did. You know, was I trespassing on private property? Not likely. I mean, it's Florida. It's not like people are super precious of their private property over here. You know, no, of course not. You just go anywhere you want here. Just anywhere. Pensacola, limitless. Truly limitless. BS 50/50. And for those who don't know, that stands for Bionium Suborbite, which is poop. Which really means that Tony Hawk is the scat man. You know, scabba dibby dabba dibby dead dibbity dop. Listen, if a scat man can do it, brother, so can you. You know, he did the impossible, okay? Just consider it if you're ever feeling sad. And if you're ever feeling sad, my recommendation, turn on some of that good David Powder. And, you know, because sometimes you just gotta admit, you had a bad day, you're taking one down, you sing a sad song just to turn it around, say you don't know, camera don't lie, you go for a smile, and you go for a ride. You had a bad day, okay? Say what you like. One more time. You had a bad day. Hey, you had a bad day. That ain't good, man. You gotta have more good days. You know? Go to college, man. Meet college people. If you want to draw cartoons, man. Do it right now. Just draw some cartoons, man. I'm drawing cartoons. I'm drawing a comic. I'm drawing a comic called Jimby's Journey. It's about this 8-year-old kid named Jimby who has a secret power in his eyeball. And one day, his mother really needs milk for her mac and cheese. And so Jimby, being the heroic little boy he is, decides to have some fun. He decides to go out, be a responsible little boy, and get the milk for his mom. But on his journey, he meets his Aunt Andretta, and together they're gonna find their way to the grocery store and get that milk back, while also fighting off villains with their eyeballs, their eyeball energy. The energy in a person's body, a chi, a key, whatever you call it, just harnessed into their eyeball. Just imagine that. You just shoot out your key through your eyeball, and you can see the world for what it is. Not good, not bad, somewhere in the middle. But you know where I am somewhere in the middle? Quiznos. I remember I went to Quiznos, and they had like oh, what was it? It was like some sort of like roast beef thing, and it was real good. I mean, the sauce, well, honestly, the roast beef that they used in that Quiznos sub wasn't the biggest on it. I'm not sure if it was just that day, but it tasted a little bit dry. I really liked the sauce. It had some really good cheese on it. And I did an FS 50/50 and a kickflip, you know? And so one day it'll come around when Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 on PlayStation 2. Although you could get it on GameCube or Xbox, it really doesn't matter, you know? Maybe the GameCube version has some songs removed. Maybe the Xbox version is like the best version. Who knows, you know? But it really doesn't matter. It's just, you gotta accept Tony Hawk, you know? You gotta just really accept him, you know? Not as a person, but as a thing, as an idea, okay? Railcross. I remember Union Station. That was a cool place. They had a lot of cool stuff over there, like a lot of gift shoppy kind of stuff. That's actually, fun fact, Union Station is where Walt Disney departed for Los Angeles. And after he went, he created Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, which, you know, was sort of like the prototype Mickey Mouse. I actually have this DVD collection of all the Oswald the Lucky Rabbit shorts, and it comes with this really cool documentary on Ub Iwerks, who technically was the real person who created Mickey Mouse, but Walt created Oswald, which is basically Mickey with longer ears, so, you know, you can kind of debate really who created Mickey Mouse. It's like Walt Disney laid down the design work, and Ub went and created his own design. It's like, it's weird. The only other place to really talk about that whole, you know, design thing was a Comedy Central show called Drunk History, which, I mean, thank goodness, you know. That show's really funny. I'm not sure if they do any more episodes, but yeah, they talked about the Ub Iwerks Walt Disney thing, and it was pretty cool. Ub Iwerks would eventually go on to create shows like Flip the Frog and just a bunch of other animated shorts. And they in the documentary, it was weird because there, about halfway through, they talk about this huge, like, censorship law, which was passed in the 1940s, which essentially proclaimed that, you know, cartoons have to be completely appropriate for children or bust, you know? So you can no longer have alcoholic or sexual references or religious references in American cartoons. You could still air old cartoons to children, which I think was fine, you know. Have them on, like, TBS or whatever, which, actually, that's, like, decades later, but, you could do that, but just make sure that the new cartoons you do are just wholesome and pure, which they'll never get as pure as Tony Hawk, which was the real crux to their argument, right there. But no, that hit Ub Iwerks really hard because, you know, he went from being this very untapped potential artist doing all this wild and crazy, super controversial stuff to just doing, like, you know, children's cartoons, which were very imaginative in their visuals. You know, you have stuff like the Pincushion Man, Humpty Dumpty, all that kind of crazy looking stuff, but you really just didn't have, like, the jokes that you had in those older, like, Mickey Mouse and Flip the Frog cartoons. I believe you can still watch them to this day on YouTube. You can watch a lot of the Mickey Mouse shorts on YouTube, as well as the Oswald the Lucky Rabbit shorts, which are really good. I love the animation on them. Super fluid. I love the 1920s character designs. I kind of wonder, though, like, the whole, like, circular art style that you see on, like, Mickey Mouse and, like, other Disney characters might have been inspired, I think, a lot by Felix the Cat, who, if you ever watch like the first Felix the Cat cartoon, which is dated around 1919, he isn't like an anthropomorphized cat. He's just kind of like he walks on all fours, and it basically looks like what a cat would look like in like a newspaper, but he doesn't look like Sonic, basically. And they decided they would just refine his design until it got, more and more circular. And I guess that's just kind of where you get the kind of modern anthropomorphic cartoon character design from. But I wonder if I can... What I was going to say is that I wonder if you can go even further back and really pinpoint the whole 1920s graphic design style to a specific person. Maybe Crazy Cat? I'm not sure. Crazy Cat was a bit looser, though. Speaking of Crazy Cat, in the SpongeBob movie, in the background of the Goofy Goober scene, if you look at the paintings on the walls, you'll see a picture of Crazy Cat and Popeye, which there are two pictures of Popeye. One that has his more well-known design, and one that has his design from his first ever appearance in comics, which I think was a really cool reference. Yeah. So, if you're wondering how to get good at Tony Hawk, well, I've already told you, you gotta accept Tony for who he is. But you also gotta get on that good grind. You gotta grind Tony Hawk. You gotta really grind him. Grind him into the dirt, okay? You gotta grind Tony Hawk. And never stop. Don't stop because you think it's impossible. Don't just grind Tony Hawk, okay? Just grind him. Grind Tony Hawk. 15 times. 250 times, maybe, even. Do you want to save now? Yes, I want to save. Gosh. Career. Yes. Let me tell you a bit about Wario Land Shake It. It was a game on the Nintendo Wii, and it has a really cool art style. History lesson over. History lesson 2.0 begins now. So, when World War II happened, there was this real huge jerk called Hitler, and he was like, I don't like the Jews. And he decided to try and get rid of some of them. And that wasn't very nice. He wasn't a very nice dude. And we were trying to confront him about it, but he killed himself. Which, that's a bit extreme, You kill a bunch of people, you can't face being killed yourself, Jeez, Hitler. Don't you know the old adage of treat others the way you want to be treated, I mean, they're just gonna kill you, man. I mean, you did the same thing. It's like a rat in a cage, man. Like, what are you gonna do? And, the Nazis were kind of jerks, And we defeated them back in World War II. That was pretty good. And we also got that post-war economic boom where we got television, Lucille Ball, Desilu, Star Trek, okay? Got all that, and then you got hippies, which came afterwards. You got John Lennon, you got lava lamps. Man, lava lamps, if you don't have a lava lamp, you can't 70s. You can't even 70s properly if you don't have a lava lamp. Like, I remember I saw this one poser going around saying that he could 1970s just because he bought a heavy sixer Atari 2600. And I said, please, do you even have a lava lamp? And he said to me, no. And I said, casual 70s-er. You cannot 70s without a lava lamp. You can't even attempt to 70s without a lava lamp. Now you can attempt to 70s with 5 pro points, but you can't have 5 pro points without a lava lamp. It's the contradictory nature of these 70s, okay? Gosh. Hear that? Did you hear that? It's a refreshing click of a button. Just, can
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? I know you're probably listening to this as like background noise, but if you could truly appreciate it for a moment, can you just crispy, right there. It's right there in front of you, man. Just take it, just embrace it, all right? And I know that's asking a lot. I know you probably just wanted some background noise, but this is more. You just need to give it your attention, man. But you can still listen to it as background noise. It's a 2-in-1, man. I'm not gonna judge you. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Speaking of cheese, anybody ever tried Cheez-Its? It's this new product. It's basically this cheese cracker with like a hole through it. And it tastes like cheese, kind of. Like, imagine a cracker, but it tastes like cheese. That's basically what a Cheez-It is. But it has a hole through it. And I thought to myself, if I look through this hole, will I see my true love? And I did. And I fell in love with the fact that that's stupid. Why do you have a hole through your cheese? Nobody has holes through cheese. That's like an incomplete cheese. Jeez. And I know what you're about to say. What about Swiss cheese? What about Swiss cheese? Jeez. Louise. Can you comprehend these? If you please. I have a friend who keeps on saying to me, please. But he spells it as P-L-Z. So every time he talks to me, I always think that he's saying pills. Well, I don't got your pills, man. I don't have them right here. I don't have them right now. I'm not a pharmacist. Okay? Alright. Ha, sweet. 360 triple heel flip, plus an FS Smith, which is pretty nice. My day was pretty good. I might have some ramen noodles later today. I sometimes think to myself, you know, you gotta, like, slow down and really appreciate something. And so I remember I had made that instant ramen stuff, but I decided to do it exactly as the box said, but I would heat up, you know, the water in boiling water instead of in a pot, instead of putting it into a microwave. I ate it all up. It was exactly as prepared, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Honestly, I didn't notice much of a difference between that and just putting it into the microwave, but it felt good, you know? You know what else feels good? Pears. I just like how juicy they are, man. I like the juice, you know? It reminds me of going to Grandma's house late at night and you stop on by, you know, Subway. It's real blackout, and, you know, you think to yourself, da-la-da-da-da, da-la-da-da-da, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. Thank you, Gregor Narhals, for that fantastic composition. Speaking of composition, Legos are pretty cool. I still think Legos are pretty cool. Did you see the Lego movie? That movie was pretty cool. It had Chris Pratt in it. Although, disappointingly, he did not do a single pratfall in it. It's kind of disappointing, you know? BS 50-50. That's how it is. I remember, I would watch a lot of old hand-me-down VHS tapes. And for some reason, there was this Blockbuster ad that excited me to no end. And it was literally just kids going into a Blockbuster, renting movies, and just getting a bunch of candy. And I was like, oh yeah, I get to get movie and candy? What a deal, man. And I just remembered staying up all night because I was so excited for it. And my parents had to tell me, Rob, that's like a 10-year-old video. They don't do that anymore. I was like, ah! And that's when I became a man. That's when I remembered, there's nothing good in this universe. It is a pathetic romp through existence. This existence has no meaning. It's just whatever meaning you put into it. But whatever meaning you put into it is just meaningless. It is so meaningless. Oh dear. It's such a meaningless existence. Why do we even have this existence in the first place? Why can't we just be dead? But what is dead more than just another existence? You just exist on a different plane. On a plane of which is not calculated in outside time or relative time. You step outside of time in physics, but you continue to exist due to the law of conservation of mass. It is more existence you have to dread. It is a slog that you have to go through. It is more just another meaningless experience that you have to suffer through. Boo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Why? Why could I have not done that 360 spine transfer? I want to be an actor. I want to light up the stage and have everybody give me their applause, but I am but an internet content creator. I cannot hear your applause. You can just applaud in the comments. Through no technical know-how can I hear your compliments from the person himself. No way. No way!
And so we rest on this day in Tony Hawkville, USA. Hi, I'm Ray Romano. And if you can't see this starving African child, you may be entitled for blindness therapy. Please call our doctors right now.
There is a will, there is a way. There is a will we get around the way that we step for ourselves in every day. We find it up and then down an array. In array we will find a new ray man of what and which and way we find the plan. I remember the days of PS2. They were always like, PlayStation, which I always thought they were saying play stencil, because it's what it sounds like, man. You know, stencils, those little things where you like, you know, you draw in them and then it's like, oh, this is a picture. Very popular in kindergartens and places like that. Perfect landing! 1,000 points! Well, thank you. I am very honored. I am very humbled by that. Oh, here's Mr. McMahon again. Mr. McFake 70s over here. Jamie Thomas. Hey, you're back? You think my score is weak? Let's see what you got. Get 75,000 points. Oh, I can do that. I can... Yeah! Ooh, yeah, that was good. Ooh, manual, kickflip, and impossible in the same order. But where are the pickles? Okay? Grind. Grind. You grind, and then you whine. You whine because it's such a meaningless existence, isn't it? Such a meaningless existence. You know what ticks me off? Ticks. Okay, first off, why do you have hair on you? Like, what's the point? You're just flying through the air, and you have all this tick hair that just gets all tangled up and everything, and you're like, nah, I get my hair stuck in the wind because I'm such a tick. Gosh! Nobody's gonna draw you with hair. You're just gonna draw you as a little dot. Your hair, okay, it's worthless. It's worthless to care. It's worthless to care. I need a little musical accompaniment.
Of Zero Budget Let's Plays, and today I play Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4 on the PS2. It is such a wonderful game full of interesting characters and character development, and Mr. Hawk, Mr. Sir Tony Hawk over here, using his skateboard, a charming little device that you use to roll around and get a little bit of exercise as well as some transportation, pulling off some slick tricks, if I do say so myself, some slick tricks. Oh, I'm so naughty. Oh, I just got a perfect landing, and I could have gotten that money if it wasn't for that little college boy in my way. I cannot stand this any longer. I'm going to get that money, and I'm going to continue my princess career. Hum-diddly-ding. Oh. Who is this little skate rat? He is not a rat. He is but a mere person standing in my way. Little skating bum. Doesn't appear to be a bum either. Bum referring to a homeless person in this scenario, and not someone's posterior area. The arrow continues to point me in this direction. As I shall now see, I am supposed to go in that direction. I am supposed to now beat him to the Colosseum. And darn, I'm losing my grasp on this control. It is not fair for a lady playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 to lose her control. Some might say it is impossible, but I say that I will find a way. Like Sir Drake Bell playing his song, I found a way, I found a way. But if you open up your mind, you shall see what is inside.
It's gonna take some time to realize, but if you look inside, I'm sure you'll find. Over your shoulders, you know that I told you I'd always be picking you up when you're down. Oh, so just turn around.